Hello, it's me, it's Grudsock Monkey, back once again with a Letter to Sports video. How are you? How are you doing? All of the usual stuff. This time we are travelling across to Canada to talk about, and hopefully I can pronounce this correctly for the entire video, the Saskatchewan Roughriders. They are a team based in Regina, and they play a special variant of gridiron football, unsurprisingly known as Canadian football. We'll get to that in a moment, but first of all we need to zoom in on the flag. So let's zoom in on the flag. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Zoom in on the flag. Here it is. It's very striking, isn't it? Pretty obvious who it belongs to. Like so, a massive S in the middle of the flag there. S for the episode of Letter to Sport. S for Saskatchewan. This team's uniform is green and white, so the team logo is also green and white. In fact, one of the nicknames for the team is the Jolly Green Giants, which is quite nice, isn't it? Very nice. The other thing I quite like about this logo is it's the same upside down as it is the right way up, which is quite cool. I would spin the camera, but I don't want anybody to get nauseated. We won't do that. So anyway, as I said, Saskatchewan Roughriders are a Canadian football team. The difference between that and American football isn't massive, but there's certainly some key differences, although the two versions have shared origins. The biggest difference between the two is the size of the playing area. In Canadian football field, it is 10 yards longer and about 12 yards wider than an American football field. However, the goalposts are at the front of the end zone. That's the bit where you can score a touchdown, rather than being put at the back. To make up for the increased space that you can play in, Canadian football features 12 players on the field at any one time, rather than 11 on each team. So, Saskatchewan Roughriders themselves, originally formed in 1910 as the Regina Rugby Club. They wore gold and purple for their first season, and then they switched over to blue and white in 1911, and then red and black for 1912, very indecisive. And then after the jerseys of red and black were a bit worn out and stuff, they changed over to their current green and white colours in 1948. Around this period, they also changed their name to the Saskatchewan Roughriders, and this is the first recorded instance of a major league team branding themselves as province-wide in North America. So you know how like all the basketball teams and stuff are named after states and things. Yeah, that's now a thing that they started. During the 1950s, they enjoyed a competitive run at the top of the table. In 1956, however, they were struck by tragedy when Flight 810 crashed into the CS Mountains and took the lives of 4 of their players. In their memory, the numbers were retired from the team, and the following season they unfortunately slipped to a last place finish. In more recent times, the team have had mixed fortunes, with their most recent highlight being a victory in the Grey Cup, which is like the Canadian football equivalent of the Super Bowl, I guess. That was in 2013, they won that, defeating the Hamilton Tiger Cats 45 points to 23. Coincidentally, their head coach at the time, Corey Chamblin, was a former defensive coordinator for the Tiger Cats. And in their most recent season of 2021, which was shortened due to the ongoing global events, the Roughriders made it to the season playoffs, but were unfortunately beaten by the Winnipeg Blue Bombers in the West Conference Final. Okay, that's all I have for you on the Saskatchewan Roughriders, and also on Canadian football in general. I will be back soon for another Letters of Sports video. Of course, it will be for the letter T, and if you know the Dub household, you might be able to guess what team that's going to be. I shall leave you to speculate for now, though. I will see you soon. Okay, bye!